Good morning. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all those fabulous moms out there. One of the things that I do every week when I do my Facebook Lives is I have a blog post, and it posts at 8 a.m. and I always have a link to it in the description of my live video. So you can always click on that link to go to my blog post, and then down at the bottom there's this thing called a project sheet, and you can click on the link and it gives you all the projects, the items that I've used, and the measurements. So any measurements that you need to make the projects. Along with that, I also include like everything that's happening, my classes, my giveaways, everything that's happening. Okay, all right, so here we go. Here is the bundle that I'm using today. It's called Honeybee, and it comes with these dies and this cute stamp set. And I designed 3 projects today. I can't wait to show you guys these projects. Now keep in mind, if you place a $35 order with me this week, you have till Friday, you can get my make and takes for free. And so, okay, so this was the main reason why I used the bee set, this project right here. So this is called a button slider. So this little bee slides down and it opens the lid, and inside are these cute little bath powder that I found. It says, "Don't worry, be happy." I found these at my local Walmart and I bought them out and they're so cute. So if you place that $35 order with me this week, you're going to get one of these so that you can have, you know, when you make the little sleeve here, you have the little salts to put in, because I don't know if they still have them at Walmart. So I want you to be able to use it. Now I know you can use this little mechanism in all kinds of fun things. Think about a Hershey bar or other fun things that you can put in here. So this one, and I don't know if you can tell, but it was inspired by the colors. So the colors on here inspired me for the project, so they match. So I will show you that one. Okay, these are all kind of fancy folds or have some kind of fancy thing to them. So this next one, I was so excited. This is a Latch card. Have you guys ever used a Latch card before? Where the piece goes inside the little opening here and opens up like this. So this is like my new favorite color combination. This is Rococo Rose and Bermuda Bay. How cool is that? I didn't even realize they were so cute together, but Rococo Rose and Bermuda Bay are my 2 new favorite colors together. And I love this little Latch card. It's such a fun, cool little technique. Now, did you guys know that the glimmer paper is retiring? All of the glimmer paper is going away, this sparkly paper. So it's not in the new catalog. So you need to stock up now because it's going away. All right, and then my last project here, this is super fun. This is a pop-up, so it stands like so. And so since we didn't have any of the bee paper, the honey, what is it called? Golden Honey Designer Series paper. I loved the black and white stripes. I loved the gold paper. So instead, I used the Ornate Garden Specialty Designer Series paper that has the gold sparkly paper. So it has daisies. And then I made my own striped paper with cardstock, black and white. So I got my stripes and my gold. Now, the one thing that I did do that I need to fix on this one is you cannot have it up higher than this or else it won't fit in an envelope. So mine's a little bit too high, so it won't fit in an envelope. I mean, it might, but it's going to be a really, really tight fit, and obviously not because the flowers are going over. So I'm going to kind of show you guys how to make sure that you don't go over like I did. Okay? Now we're going to do this pop-up standing card, which I love. And again, I love that I was able to kind of come up with a substitute for that honey, the Golden Honey Designer Series paper, because I really love that paper and I'm sad that it's gone. So there's lots of little pieces and parts for this one. We'll put this over here. Now, these little gold hexagons are from the honeycomb that I cut out in the gold paper. And looks like I lost one of my little ones, so we might have to cut out another one. Okay, so this is 4 1/4 by 11. It's scored at 5 1/2, 6 3/4, 8 3/4. Nope. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Let me refer to the handy dandy sheet here. Oh, I was right. 5.5, 6 3/4, 8 3/4, and 10. Okay, so they're all right here. And then I have a piece of Whisper White. This is 5 5/8 by 2 3/4, and then this scored at 3/8 of an inch and 1 5/8 inches. So the first thing that we're going to do is fold and burnish all of these score lines on this piece of basic black. And we are going to put adhesive on this last tab here. Okay. And fold this over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over and fold this down like so. If you glue things when they're flat, then they pop up to be a perfect square. So you can just fold it over, rub it down. Just want to give it a good second. Okay. The next thing I have here are some pieces of designer series paper. So this first piece of designer series paper is 4 inches by 3 1/4, and this is going to be that top panel. And this is that Ornate Gardens designer series paper. This is that gold glimmer side or gold shimmery side. Thank you, Stacy, for sharing. We're just going to glue this down. Okay. And then I had another piece, and this piece measures 4 by 2 3/4, and then I cut it on the short side at 1 inch. So now I've got 2 pieces that I can glue, one in the middle panel and one in the bottom panel. Hey, I see my mom and dad watching today. Good morning. Hello. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Did you get my gift yet? Did it come in the mail, or is it gonna show up on Monday? I'm always so late with gifts. I'm the worst. Okay, so I've got my panels on here. Now I have my piece of Whisper White. I'm gonna burnish these lines so that I can see them a little bit better. And I'm going to be gluing these down to these panels. But the first thing I want to do is I actually want to stamp and emboss my sentiment on one of the panels. It's going to be the middle panel. So I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to pass my embossing buddy across it. I'm going to take my stamp, which says celebrate every moment. And I'm just going to stamp that in the center. Hopefully not too crooked. Now these pieces of black are 3/4 of an inch by 2 3/4. So there's 4 of them. Hi, Deborah. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, Karen. Okay. So stamped it and embossed it in gold. Let's go ahead and heat set that real quick. Okay. Try not to burn my fingers off while I did that. All right, so one of our panels has the celebrate. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take adhesive, put them on the backs of the basic black cardstock, and then glue them across. Oh, we gotta do this one. This is the next one. Somebody else should tell me how to make my own projects because I'm lost. I am lost. Now this one here, I'm going to put right up against that score line. You don't want to cover the score line, but just put it right up to the score line. And then this one, we're going to put at the top next to that smaller score line. And I know they're not spaced perfectly. And if that bothers you, then, you know, by all means, do the math and mark them out. But this is good enough for me. And then if they're going over the side a little bit, you can trim it down. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put adhesive. So what I did was, okay, so if this is folded up, this needs to be the top here needs to be making sure that it doesn't go up over the card. So you can take some adhesive and put some glue on the back. You don't want to put it up too high, but just put some adhesive on the back of this, and then just I folded this over in the back, and I just want to line this up with the top so that when this card is folded over, it does not go beyond that 5.5, so that it will fit in an envelope. Now, if you don't care about it fitting in an envelope, then by all means, make it as tall as you want, but this needs to fit in an envelope, okay? All right, so then on this side, we're gonna put adhesive on this little tab here, okay? And again, we are going to fold it over, lay it flat, and glue it down. And we'll just give it a second to dry here. Thanks, Karen. I love black and white. So I decided to make my own black and white. Okay, so then once it's glued, it should just pop up. My glue's not dry yet, so I'm gonna leave this and let it dry. And while I'm doing that, we'll go ahead and make the flowers and the bees. So the flowers, I'm using the Daisy Lane stamp set, and I'm using the the medium daisy punch. I'm also using the retiring leaf punch, which makes me so sad, and Daffodil Delight ink. Okay, so we need 3 leaves punched. 1, 2, 3. I'm punching these out of Mossy Meadow cardstock. So we got 3 leaves. Now, I'm gonna be making 2 white daisies and 1 yellow daisy. So the 2 white ones, I just need to punch 4 of the medium daisies out of white cardstock. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then out of Daffodil Delight, I'm going to take this little daisy stamp, ink it up, and stamp 2 daisies, like so. Okay. And we're going to punch those out. One, 2. Okay. Now let's go ahead and build our daisies so we don't lose any pieces. I like to use glue dots for this. I just put a glue dot on back of one and then just layer them. Glue dot. Oh, come on. Glue dot. Just build our daisies. Now you could curl the edges if you wanted your daisies to curl up. I like them just straight out. And then I have these little cutouts of that hexagon from the hexagon die, little honeycomb die. And that was from my other card. These are left over from my other card. So I'm just gonna glue these on, but I am short one, so I need to find one. And I'm sure one is falling on my floor somewhere. But what I can do is just take that glimmer paper and quickly cut one out. No big deal. We'll just do that. We'll just cut out another one. These hexagon little shapes are so cool. They're great for shakers too. Like if you want to do a shaker card, you need some filler, this would be great for that too. So we'll just cut this out real quick. You can use it on another project or give it to you when you order my make and takes. You can just have this one. I'm already ahead of the game. See that? All right, so it cuts out and all these little center pieces pop out, as you can see. So we just need one of the pop outs. And I'll set the other one aside and we'll use it later for something else. Okay. All right, so then we can just put a glue dot on here. flower. And then we're going to put a glue dot on the back of our daisy to glue our little leaves on here. So just a leaf on the back of the daisy. You can put it on the leaf and stick it down. Okay, so we've got our 3 daisies. Now we need to stamp and color and cut 2 bees. So we have that piece of Whisper White, and we're going to do this in Memento Black ink because we're going to color the stripes of the bees in Daffodil Delight. So just using Memento Black ink, stamping the 2 bees, put those aside, get our Daffodil Delight, stamp and blend, just color those stripes. Now the other thing I like to do is always take my Wink of Stella. Oh yeah, you could definitely do soccer, the little hexagons for the soccer ball or football in Europe. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut these bees out real quick. Got the 2 dies here. Janie always has good ideas. She always sees things in different light. Anyone else super excited for all the new things coming out in the new catalog? I want to say something, but I can't say something about something, but I'm really excited for it. Now, if you buy the starter kit, then you know all the secrets. But I can't tell you if you haven't bought the starter kit. Okay. So, I'm so grateful I have the starter kit because I am not a patient person. And if I don't like to wait for new things. So yeah, and if you buy the starter kit in May right now, you get to shop from the pre-order. So all the pre-order stuff that the demonstrators have access to right now out of the new catalog, you can add that to your starter kit. So you would get $25 in free product and pay no shipping for that starter kit and get new stuff from the new catalog, which is cool. Plus you get all my little perks, get a free bingo card for my bingo. All right, so I'm putting not dimensionals, I'm putting the glue dots behind the flowers. I'm gonna tuck this one here. Oh, that one didn't stick. And just putting them down on my card. Now I wanna fold it up here because I wanna make sure that my flowers don't go above, otherwise it won't fit in my envelope. So on this one, I just kinda wanna make sure it's far enough down that, you know, maybe the leaf might have to move a little bit, but that way it can fit in my envelope. All right, so we're gonna put our bee here, 1 bee, and then I have my other bee. I just put him on the flower because, you know, if there's flowers in real life, that bee is gonna be all over it. All right, so that's project number 2. Now, if you ever wanted to send this, obviously, you would put a sheet of 4 by 5 1/4 of Whisper White on the back and do your message here so that then they open their card and it can stand on their desk and they can enjoy it and see it, and it's gorgeous. How fun is that? So, all right, so here are the projects again in case you need to see them. This is what you could get with your $35 order this week. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to really miss these bees. They're so cute. You guys have a happy Mother's Day. Go give your mom a hug. Say thank you. You know, spoil someone. If you don't have your mom here on earth, spoil another mom, okay? Give somebody a hug or an elbow bump or a virtual hug today. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great week. We'll see you next week for more fun projects, okay? Bye-bye.